Yo everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite here, and we are just running some of these awesome new characters from the Heroes of Time faction. I am, of course, talking about Kurama here, and Yusuke. So let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's check our danger zone. Kurama is somebody that likes to chill next to a tank. Since my tank can only go here, we'll have Kurama go right there. Actually, I wish he could reach somebody. Not quite, not quite. So we will have Kurama come here. There's no point in casting this yet, but he can go into his yokai form just to kind of get ready, because I think next turn we will drop that big AoE of his. We can have a tank standing next to him. And then let's see, Yusuke. Why don't you just chill back here? Actually, you know what? Yusuke can power up too. Is he in the danger zone right now? Okay. I don't know if I want him in the water. Yusuke can just stay right here. He can power up, get ready for battle. I love their little transformations. They're almost kind of like chivalry. Obviously, he gets to heal when he does it. A lot of times I will use Yusuke to dish out some damage, and then when he's hurt, then I'll transform. That way I can recycle some hit points. Let's see, what do I want to do here with Sakura? Sakura can just kind of keep these guys busy. We will sacrifice her if we have to. Although I don't think Egbert's gonna do too much to her. Let's see. Alright. Oh, we have Leon. Dang. He's probably gonna take her out. Oh, so sad. But it's okay. I did mention we were going to be sacrificing her, so no big surprise there. Really, the units I want to look at are these. I was kind of hoping to be able to affect more people with Rose Whip Thorn, but all in all, it's not that bad damage. And Miracle Staff just procced, so he was able to get a debuff on Bernie, damage taken plus 15% for 2 turns. So that's what I really like about this, is he can throw this big AoE. If you have the Miracle Staff, it goes a long way. And also, I've had plenty of battles already where Clock is procced and his talent's procced, and I can just keep throwing Rose Whip Thorn over and over again. So what do we do here? Obviously, we need to put up some cover for this guy. So from here, as the enemies move in, they're all going to start taking fixed damage. Let's just take this fool out with Yusuke, and I will leave Joshua up there just in case. I do like how Urameshi can have this 100 punch abilities be a 2 range ability. It's just great. I mean, the damage reduction you get afterwards, it makes him so much more tanky. It goes a long way. Alright, and let's see what they're going to do about it now. Oh, that's right. We'll keep Joshua close by. So now everyone's going to start taking fixed damage. It's actually not a bad amount. The higher I get his intelligence, obviously, the more fixed damage everybody's going to take. I can see it being very effective. Right now, my Kurama is very low in power. You know, this reflects that. But here's the best part. This whole 3-block range. So right now I can attack, well, I could attack anybody I wanted to, even Farik, and they can't retaliate back against me. Like this caster chick right here. Let's try to take her out. And she's going to have a higher magic defense, but this ability right here is going to half that. So effectively her magic defense is going to be like somewhere in like the 260s. And my sorceresses are all there. So there's going to be like 9 sorceresses attacking this mage, and she shouldn't be able to retaliate against me, theoretically. So let's see. Very close. And she does have fixed damage on her, so she probably will die after this. Oh wait, that's right. There's a Leon right here. I should probably do something about that. We don't want to forget about a lingering Leon. It's the last thing we want to do. All in all, so far pretty good though. Joshua kind of stay out of the fight. Sakura did have to get sacrificed, but let's see, Farik. She is a nasty little number if you don't know how to deal with her. Farik does attack 2 blocks away, but if I use Yusuke's Spirit Gun while he's in his yokai form, I should be able to attack Farik without her being able to retaliate. Or Bernie. The one thing I will say, and there's all that healing he gets, it's great. My Yusuke's troops, these undead knights, they're low level, and the zealots are very low level too. I'll be doing a video later on the different troop choices for these characters. It's pretty simple, but I don't have any of these troops built up. I've never used the little zealots, so I'm just getting them leveled up now. It's kind of funny actually. But if anything's going to give me a reason to do that, it's going to be Yu Yu Hakusho. And let's see if my rogue can out-rogue their Farik. I think he can. So, this girl's going to cast a spell. She's going to die from that fixed damage, and so is he. And that is why I love these characters. So, you know, they are a low level right now. They're a low power level. Definitely some good stuff in the works here. I can't wait to see how the other characters, hopefully I get the other characters off the other banner. I can't wait to see how they all play together. Very excited. I'm very glad that I waited for this collab. So, oh, another quick thing to note about Kurama, he actually flies. So that's pretty cool, because if you look at his, where is it? Where's his movement and all his stuff? Oh, right here. Kurama actually does fly. See where it says movement 3? There's little wings. So he does fly in his, what is this? Thorns of the Magic Rose class. So he flies just like the sorceresses. That's a huge advantage, because you want to fly this guy to an area where there's a bunch of terrain, so that your enemies have to take terrain penalties to get to you. The slower they are getting to you, the more fixed damage you can do to them along the way and kind of pick them off. So this is really cool. It opens up a lot of possibilities for like fixed damage builds, and it makes mobility reduction abilities, I think it makes them a lot more valuable, right? So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. If you do go with Power of the Past, he moves on foot, so he's not going to be able to get around as well, especially with the sorceresses. You're going to want them to fly over everything and just pew pew everything to death. Obviously I have the sorceresses leveled up, which is why this guy's power level is higher than Yusuke's. And let's take a look at Yusuke's soldiers. We might as well cover the soldiers real quick. Pretty much for Kurama, you're going to want to go with the sorceresses if you can. They're just going to be the best choice for him. IMO, everything is always IMO on this channel. It's what you guys sub for. That's why you're here. So you should know it's just my IMO. But when we get to Yusuke Urameshi, there's zealots. And these things are notorious for being popular and powerful. I'm not going to downplay these things. It's a pretty crazy ability that they have, right? And then we have Undead Knights. The reason mine is running Undead Knights is I think they're a higher level. I just think the Knights look cool. They also get Resurrection when the soldiers all get killed. They restore 30%, so you get to start off with some soldiers. But the important thing is here is when attacking units other than demons and holy units, their attack increases by an F-ton. And I mean an F-ton. Right, and a lot of Yusuke's abilities, they let his troops attack alongside with him up to 3 blocks away. So if you're not fighting demons or holy units, it's really nice to be able to hit somebody with undead knights from 3 blocks away and get that extra 20% to their attack, which is already fairly high too. But there's some stiff competition here because the zealots, right? These are said to be a lot of the best troops for a lot of heroes. They're said to be the best troops for Sakura. I use the red guys for Sakura because I like the fixed damage and I like the healing. But here's the thing. Yusuke doesn't need healing. It's like this guy damn near has vampire bats already built into him. He heals all the time. He gets to heal 30% of the damage that he does when he's in his yokai form. If you have his weapon, he heals. There's just a lot of different healing I'm seeing from this guy. And with zealots in particular, their ability starts off when soldiers' hit point is above 80%. They're going to get all this amazing, beautiful shit down here. For every buff, your soldiers' attack defense, magic defense increased by 10, up to 30%. Yeah, it's 10%, up to 30%. And that just makes their stats insane. The only issue is you have to keep them at, 80% health. So if along the way your zealots get hit with a black hole or you get caught, scraped by some sort of magic or something, and your zealots lose 22% of their health, they're not going to get all these crazy buffs. So I will say this, the zealots are probably the most effective on Yusuke. Like, he is, I don't know if he's built for them or they're built for him, but because of how often he heals, it seems like he can always keep these guys topped off at 80%. So he doesn't have to worry about this 80% thing as much as other heroes do. But for every equipped buff, soldiers get attack defense, magic defense increased. Yusuke gets a bunch of buffs. He's always going to have buffs. Right, we're not just talking about like your fusion power. If you have his best in slot weapon, Memory's War Axe, this is going to give him a buff. So there's one of them right there, and he doesn't really have to do anything to get this buff other than, attack people and kill them, which is what he's going to be doing. So that kind of plays into it, and just from him getting his faction buff and things like that, these zealots are going to be extremely powerful because they're going to get to really maximize on their special effects here. So these are the two main troops I see Yusuke Urameshi using. The zealots are probably going to win out in the end, but hey, it's nice to remember that if you're not fighting holy or undead units, these undead knights, they get a huge increase to their attack. And Yusuke Urameshi lets any troop that he takes potentially have a 3-block attack range, where a lot of times people can't really even retaliate. So other than that, these guys as troops are pretty simple, right? It makes sense. They're not going to give these new badass characters any of our new troops because then they would just be OP. So this is my official word on it, IMO. Feel free to discuss any of this in the comments below. And you guys have an awesome day. I'm going to keep building these characters, and I'll see you guys out there. Peace, everybody. And, oh yeah, if I haven't said it before, I'll always say it again, but best of luck to everybody on these limited banners. I know how crucial this shit can be, and don't stress. There's still like 12 days left. Whatever it is, you got time. A lot of things can happen in 12 days. Stay strong, everybody. Peace.